Hey guys, welcome back to yet another unboxing video. Like I explained with, I think it was the last one that my Necrons one, or this might be posted for, if that, sorry for the confusion, but you might have seen these all over the place, these regular kits, but I'm just gonna, from now on, open every box I have, do an unboxing video, just in case I have something interesting to say, or I go in different details than someone else, or yeah, well, just for the fun of it, and gets me in the routine of making videos, putting out content. So let's have a look. I really enjoy this box, and sort of makes me wish to collect Space Wolves, because basically this one cheap box will allow you to make different troop choices or elite choices, basically anything you want, or just as bits for your entire army. So Bloodclaws, Grey Hunters, Wolfguard, you can make it all from this one box. Makes Space Wolves a very economical army and cool looking army to collect. So let's have a look inside. You might be wondering why I'm picking this up and I'm not playing Space Wolves, but it is mostly because of bits, and if you don't know me yet, or if I haven't put up enough videos, it's because one of the things I do is kit bash a lot. What I do is, I don't buy this unit and assemble this unit. I buy this unit, cut it off the sprue, put it in my bits box, and then when I go to assemble something, I think, well, alright, I'm gonna make an Assault Marine, I'm gonna put on some legs, it might be some of these, or put on a chest, it might be this one. So I make a Marine from the bits I have, not from the limits of one box, and you will see that in videos if you haven't seen them already. So let's have a look at the boring stuff first. Bag of bases, and I like this. I like the ones without the thing in the middle. If someone has a good way of getting rid of the slot in the middle, because I seem to have an abundance of those, not these, please let me know a good way to get rid of those in a nice and even way. I've tried with green stuff and just taping it over with like thin layers of plastic card or something, but doesn't really work that good. Or hiding it up, but it's obvious or clumsy. So first, the building instructions. For me, this is a complete waste because I'm just gonna assemble them how I want to, and not like this. That is for sure. Well, they sort of hint us the kit bashing here with the Longfang / Devastator combo and the Assault Marine / I guess it's Skyclaw for Space Wolves. And there is the transfer sheet. No, I don't use these at all because of the sheen they leave. Don't want that to stand out of my model so everyone can see, hey, I used transfers. So if anyone in the Belfast area wants these, let me know. Or back home in Denmark, let me know. I have tons of different transfer sheets lying around. Alright, I'll reposition the camera and let's take a look at the actual bits. Alright, we are back with some bits. I don't know really how to approach this, so let's just take it from the end here. Standard backs, so it's the front parts that are interesting. So there's one with the knife. Now, I won't be using all of the fronts, I don't think so. Even though small stuff with the cross bones and small skulls, I can use that because the Imperial Fists that I'm collecting, and their fluff at least, they do sort of have a thing for scrimshaw. I think it's called scrimshaw in English. So they just like keep bones and carve names into them and stuff like that. Fallen comrades and I guess enemies. Yeah, so these fronts I probably won't use that much. I have a friend back home who's collecting white scars. I might make something from like this, and make a Storm Seer. They're sort of covered in bones as well. So there's these sort of primitive looking knives. I might actually use something like this for my fantasy, or for my guardsman, because meh, doesn't really look like a Starkey stuff to me, to be honest, even though I'm sort of a Viking. So yeah, our backpacks, I have a bunch of these, so again, might not use this other than this one because it has a animal skull for Storm Seer. Different shoulder pads, all sort of a wolf themed, of course. Different backpack markings and whatnot. Flip this over. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut off some of these wolf tails, tassels, whatever they're called. Let's have a look from the other side. Some of these heads. Some of them, well, I do a mostly helmeted army, because why the hell would you, as a superhuman warrior with all that training and all that training and all that gear, expose your most vital part? You're just inviting some kind of disaster or stray bullet to take you out in one go, and all your toughness, all that stuff counts for nothing. I know in game terms it counts for nothing if they have a helmet or not, but I want mine to look like they're resistant to damage. Right, so here's the one with the skull. Some different legs. I'm gonna use a lot of these. What I like about the Space Wolves is that they're sort of simple yet, yeah, well, just simple, really, even though probably gonna use something like this for Artificer armor, but Imperial Fist, they're not really that decked out all the time. Of course, I'm using a lot of Blood Angel bits, so they will be in my army, some of them. So, yeah, better simple one, so easy to shave that off if I need to. Sorry about that, if you heard that, just me getting a text. More heads. I especially love this head. If I'm ever to make my own Primarch, Rogaldorn, I am definitely gonna use this head, and I'll see if I can get it in frame. It's not really possible with my setup here. Sorry for this, guys. I'm just turning it up a bit. So this one, really like the dynamic look of the hair and the just stern look in his eyes. But I haven't figured out all the bits I want to use for a Primarch model yet, so gonna hold on to that head and that. No, wait, that head is ridiculous. Not in the awesome kind of way, but unless I'm making like green stuffings and stuff on his hair and making a Wolverine homage or something, I don't see what I'm gonna use stuff like that for. Alright, so more backpacks with tassels and bones and whatnot. And shoulder pads, I'll turn them around in a bit. Some other heads. Don't get why they have all those mohawks and whatnot. These helmets I really like. I think I'm gonna use this for Sergeant, probably. Keep the tassel for once. Nice and simple. Plasma guns. Different sort of a plasma gun than usual because it already has a hand on. Might have a different pose, I'll have to look that up. So, more heads. Stuff like that. What? Who has a... Unless they use a lot of products in their hair, or like look at it from the side, walking straight into a fan or something. I can't see why someone would ever have hair like that. It's just ridiculous. I would never use that. Alright, let's have a look at some of those shoulder pads. Most of them plain, but I sort of like the small curvatures and whatnot. Makes them stand out. Especially like that with the small gap there. Almost like a Terminator shoulder pad scaled down. Yep. Let's take a look at the next sprue. There's a lot of bits on here. I really like that. So there's a power sword with a nice pose. Might use this for a champion of some kind. Again with the ridiculous hair. What's up with that? Nice pose on the power fist. Stone bolter. Thunderhammer. This one I probably won't use. There's too much iconography to get rid of. Probably just cut off the tip and put something else on. Maybe even a power fist. Make it like a special character hammer, or sorry, Captain Hammer or something. Another banner. Not really using these on my sergeants. Let's see. Bolters. Now this I like. Well, not the wolf head because I'm not really doing that, but the outstretched bolters, and you'll see that in my army all the time, and I'll show you how to do that because, well, mostly I just use pistol arms, cut off the pistol, glue on the bolter instead. It works out brilliant. It's like a charm. Same thing there. And a couple of plasma pistols. I really don't like plasma. I like Melta. They're a dependable weapon that I can actually use. Let's see. Pistols, chainswords without any sort of a guard on it for the back teeth. Lightning claws. Are these for one for each hand? Oh, should have known this before I chopped up some lightning claws and make them fit on a regular marine. Oh well. More lightning claws. Two-handed power axe. Might use this as a base for a relic weapon for one of my honor guard. Actually pretty sure I am gonna do that. This I like with a cloak. I was thinking about making Captain Talos or something like that from the 10th Company of Imperial Fists. He has sort of a cloak on his back, a bear skin I think it is. I can adapt this. Oh, back to these guys. Let's flip it over. Back to the power fist. I can usually shave that off. No problem. This might be a bit more difficult, but I already have a Stone Bolter Sergeant. Doesn't work as well as I'd hoped. And 10 points for a Stone Bolter for a Sergeant. Ridiculous. Could have gotten another plasma for that. But I like them cool rather than effective, so it's all good. This might take some work to get that to a non-space wolfie. Yep, I think that's it. And to be honest, I like arms without anything attached to it because that means I can attach pretty much anything in any angle. Might actually fit on my chapter champion, this arm. Ooh, I'll have to look into that after this. Oh, another sprue. This is actually completely identical to the one we just saw with the 2 lightning claws and the wolf cloak back. Ooh, how did I forget there was actually a shield, and by the size of it, it looks like a combat shield. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, what I can do is convert this. I can shave up this wolf thingy as I've done with my Dark Angels one, and then from the drop pod or from my bits box put an Imperial Fist logo on here instead. It will work out fine, I know this. Oh, there's also this head which I forgot, sort of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Conan head, but mainly because of the hair. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna make basically one figure from every Legion at some point, and I had a want to make a sort of a diorama with a pre-heresy Emperor's Children Marine with a power sword, like true to their style, and have this guy's head, all white hair, in some dramatic pose, fighting against the Lear. I've been thinking about using that snake thingy, thing from the Dark Eldar. It's kind of a bodyguard thingy, like Slith, something like that, to make some kind of diorama. That is far in the future though. And I think we're back at the first sprue again. It looks a lot like it. So there's two different sprues in here, by the looks of it. Yeah, two different sprues. There's two of everything, which is good. Means I can have a spare if I manage to get too fond of one object. Have a look. I'm sorry, I'm not focusing anything, I'm just looking off camera. Oh yeah, there are two of these two-handed power axes. That was what I was looking for. I think I can have some real fun with those. So yeah, you won't see these built because these won't be built as Space Wolves. I might point out bits and bobs here and there in my builds when you see them. So take care, and again, these, if you have any ideas or good advice on getting rid of the what you call this, like slit in there, sorry, that would be a awesome thing to do. To give me some advice on that. And again, if anyone wants transfers, let me know, and you're in the area. Good. I'm gonna call this video and get on to something else. See you guys. Bye.